Okay, so I'm back. Yesterday we talked about the clutch and that was fine. This is not a how to fix it bunch of videos because this is a Mini Cooper and I tell you what, I'll probably never want to work on another one again, but I'm not an expert at any of these things. I just have some knowledge and I've had 50 some odd cars in my lifetime and have worked on all of them myself. So anyway, I've got the transmission or transaxle back in. It's this part right here, this big piece on the end of the engine. You might notice because it's a front wheel drive car, the engine is mounted side to side. So the front of the engine is on the left and the rear of the engine is on the right. If you were to look in your normal rear wheel drive cars, the front of the engine is in the front of the car and the rear of the engine points towards the rear wheels. This is what makes them so difficult. If I have to take the whole front end apart to get at the alternator or the water pump or the air conditioner compressor. This hanging here looks like a radiator. That's the air conditioner condenser, which goes on the front of the radiator. So anyway, I've got this back in. It took me all morning. I thought I'd do another video about another piece of equipment that's in most cars nowadays, and many of you have probably been told it needs replacing. And that is, let me walk around my shop here. I thought I'd talk a little bit about CV joints. CV stands for constant velocity. And because it's a front wheel drive vehicle, I don't have a drive shaft that goes to the back of the vehicle and attaches to a differential and then to an axle. Instead, I've got these flexible joints, one on each side. They're the transaxles or the drives, and they flex. These are the old ones here. Obviously bad. This one especially come apart, all the goop. These are new. The whole point of them is that they can flex in all three dimensions at the same time that they're spinning. So they work a lot like your wrist works. So that as we hit bumps, they can flex up and down. That as we go around corners, they can turn with the wheels and at the same time continue to spin and provide forward motion. That's how they work. They're sort of the much more modern version of a U-joint. A U-joint is, sorry, I'm going to walk around here. I'm not exactly set up to do this. If you had a vehicle at any point in time and somebody said, you need a new U-joint, this is a U-joint. Each of these caps is filled with needle bearings. So they spin, they turn, and I don't think I can do this one-handed. Let me try. I'll hold it between my knees. Okay, so if the way that this works, I don't know if I can do this, folks. If my fingers are the drive shaft joints, then this thing can spin in any direction as I hit bumps and turn corners and those kinds of things. Nowadays, with front-wheel drive vehicles and all-wheel drive vehicles, hold on, I just went out of focus and I don't know why.